Okay, welcome to a Fusion tutorial on sketching. What I'm going to do is these sketching tutorials, the link to this is in the on the website, the class website, but where I'm at is this design sketch section under tutorials. There's 3 tutorials. The first one is creating sketches and converting them into 3D features. It's broken up into 3 activities. Okay, so look at the class website for this assignment, and the URL you need is in there. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this off to my secret monitor here, and I'm just going to go through these 3 activities. All right, so I've got Fusion going already. So there's a no project here. Now, if you have multiple tabs, close them all until you get to where, if you keep closing this here, just, you can't have, you have to have at least one of these things. Anyway, get it to look like that. Okay, I'm going to close this data view, data panel thing, close that thing. All right, so the first thing to do is make a sketch. So you click this Create Sketch button, and it wants you to select the XZ plane, which is this blue and red axes. So click that plane. So we'll be sketching on the XZ plane. Then click this circle thing, and it wants to know where the center is. So, okay, the snaps are, as far as I can tell, when it has some kind of a blue outline, I hope you can see this on your monitor, but when it has a blue outline, it means it's snapping. And then in this case, it has a plus crosshairs, and I think that's a grid snap. So if I get over here, I have a blue outline, but no crosshairs. So I guess it's snapping to the origin there. So anyway, just be careful with these snaps. So I'm clicking for the center. Okay, now the instructions say that I don't need to worry about the diameter, but you can key in the diameter right now if you want. So 62, enter, and then you're really done. It seems to work fine. All right, now I want it to look like the tutorial view, so we need to fiddle around with this little orientation, viewpoint orientation triangle up here in the left corner. So if you click home, the little house, you get this orientation, which is not what's in the tutorial. So what's in the tutorial is, here, drag this cube around here until you see back and bottom, and then click the edge. Okay, back and bottom, and then click the edge between that. That's what's in the tutorial. Now go over here to this drop down arrow, and where it says set current view as home, fit to view, click that. Right now, let's say your orientation gets messed up on your viewpoint. When you click the little house, it goes back to this. So this is like, it's like zoom extents on AutoCAD. So once again here, let me adjust the cube by clicking and dragging, and then I can use the scroll wheel to zoom, and then I can go back to the house and click the house, and there it's like a zoom extents. All right, so now we're matched up with what we're, whoa, sorry, not sure what happened there. Now we're matched up with the tutorial. Okay, now we're going to do some more sketching. So you go back to, oh wait, I didn't click finish sketch. There, finish sketch. Okay, then we need to extrude that. So you click this little press pull button on modify, click that, select the face that you want to extrude, and then drag this arrow up 8. Okay, that looks like the tutorial. And then click OK, and we're done. All right, then I can click my house button, and it does another, what I like to call zoom extents. All right, then what we're going to do is another sketch to do these walls. So you go back to create sketch, click that, and click this face, and it jumps to this funky orientation here. Now what's in the tutorial is our home orientation, so I'll click that to get it to look back to get it to look similar to the tutorial. Okay, so did I click my face? Yeah, I did. So now circle and click the center, and then the radius on this thing is 56. You can just key that in and press enter, and we're done with that sketch. Yeah, then you can click finish sketch. Then this push pull, then click this face, go over to distance, and I think it's, what is the distance on here? It's I want 22 on this distance. 22, enter. There you go. Click the home button. Okay. Then that was activity 1, right? Moving on to activity 2, we're going to do these little circles. So another sketch. Start a sketch by clicking this create sketch button, then click the planar face. In this case, it's a planar surface on the object. They call that a planar face. Click that. I'm going to scroll with my zoom to get it centered. Okay, then do a center diameter circle. Click that button. Put it just like kind of there. Doesn't matter exactly where. 4 is the diameter. Enter. And then we need to sort of move this thing around, or set up some constraints, basically, is what they call it. So you go to the constraints group, click this horizontal vertical thing, then select the circle, or I guess it's the center of the circle, then this origin again, and it lines it up vertically. It lines up these two objects vertically. It's kind of like some kind of orthographic constraint. There's that constraint. Then the next thing we need to add is we need to create a dimension. A dimension is, in this case, it's serving us a constraint between two objects. Between the little circle, we select the center of the little circle, and then the origin. Put the dimension here, and key in 25.4, enter. Okay, so this dimension is defining how, the relationship between the little circle and the big circle. Okay, now it's time for create circular pattern, which is like a polar array in AutoCAD. You click that. All right, then first you click the little circle, which is the object. Then you click this select button, and then select the center point, which you're going to rotate it about. Then this funny little dialog pops up down in here. You could key in 6 there, or you could go back to this other dialog and key in 6. I don't know why you get the second dialog, but anyway, 6, and then enter. And then we're done, and everything turns black when it's suitably constrained, right? Like, you have to have enough constraints that locate things, and then it'll let you finish these sketches. I think that's what's happening. Anyway, I can click finish sketch now. Okay, now it's time to do another push-pull. So we click the push-pull button, and then just click these guys like that. Okay, and then the distance is, I think it's 6. Yeah, it's 6. All right, and then to check it, go to your little house on your on this funny little funny little cube thing. Click the house. Okay, looks good. Time for another sketch to do. Well, that was activity 2. So activity 3, we're going to do these arcs. Okay, so new sketch. Click create sketch. Click this plane. It does this orientation thing for you. Then go up here to create arc, 3-point arc. Click center of the circle. Make sure you're getting the center of the circle and not a grid snap underneath. You can tell by the way the cursor changes. So center, then another point on the arc. It doesn't matter where, like there is good. Okay, then you can press enter or escape and it finishes the arc. So the arc still needs, I'm not sure if it needs it. I guess it would be okay like it is because it's black. It's wavy black, don't know why. But we do want to add a constraint. We want to add this tangent constraint. So we click this tangent button, then click the arc, and then click this circle here. Okay, click those two things, and then that happens, and then it adds this little symbol here showing that there's a constraint, that these two objects are constrained to be tangent to each other. All right, then back to create and circular pattern. Click the arc. Go over here to this dialog, click select where next to center point, then click the center of this thing. Then click quantity, key in 6, enter, and we're done. So with that sketch, so click finish sketch. That sketch is complete. Then we can go back to push pull or press pull. Click that and select these surfaces just by clicking them. You can also control click to deselect, just like AutoCAD. If you select, like if I selected this something by accident, like I can't do it like that, then I could hold down control and click and deselect it. Okay, you want those 6 little slicey things. Then the distance is 6. I can just say OK, and then click my house view button, home view, and that's it. That's the object. And I'll turn it a little bit by dragging on this cube, and then I'll zoom out a tiny bit. Now go to the Windows button, click the snipping tool, new, select that. Okay, then you can paste this into Word and then do the other 3 tutorials, the other 3 tutorials, and then save it as a PDF and email it. That'll be the assignment. Will be all 4 of these sketching tutorials. All right, I hope that was helpful to you. I'm learning this stuff myself, so I'm only, I'm not 100%, but I hope this was at least a little bit helpful for you. Okay, thanks.